Miniature Market has thousands of board games at discounted prices. Click the direct link below for Orion Duel or any other game. Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today we're going off into space, into nebulas, and we're going to be looking at different constellations. Specifically, we're going to be looking at Orion. Today we're looking at Orion Duel. This is a two-player abstract game from Matagot Games. Let me show you how it works. I'll see you on the other side. Now I actually have a deluxe version of Orion Duel, and it comes with these nice velvet bags that holds the different tiles in there. It comes with a neoprene mat, and it comes with some special tokens and such. So what you're seeing here is the deluxe edition, which was a limited print run. So it's a two-player abstract game, and the setup can be symmetrical or canned, or you can do a randomized setup like I've done here. Now there's two sides. There's the blue side and the orange side. Each player is playing on one of those, and they all have the same sort of types of tiles and the same count of tiles. Almost all the blue tiles have two blue and one orange, except for a couple of them that are all blue. Same with orange. All of them are two orange and one blue, except for a couple that are all orange. So they have an asymmetrical setup because the tiles have more of their own color, but they each have the same types of tiles and the same numbers of those. The game is super simple. On your turn, you're going to take any one of your tiles and you're going to place it in any free area on the board. So I could do something like this, right? Or I could do something like this. It doesn't matter. As long as it's free and you're placing it just on the mat itself or on the board, that's okay. That'll be the next player's turn. Maybe then the blue player does something like this. Now again, they can go pretty much anywhere. And so a few more pieces have been placed. Now, you'll notice that there's galaxies and black holes. To play on the same spot of those, let's say it's the orange player's turn, they can place one underneath one of these tokens, like this, if the color that they're placing it on is connected without a broken chain to a tile that's already been placed next to it. So for example, this orange was next to this, so they can place an orange tile underneath this because it is connected through an unbroken chain to this orange, like that. Now why do you want to do that? Because one of the victory conditions is to chain together 4 of these galaxy tokens, anyone on the board, through an unbroken chain. So if I'm able to put an orange one here, now either player would be able to place one here. So an orange could, because it would link to this, the blue player could, because it links to this. So, but the orange player, if they're able to link 4, either player, 4 of these galaxy tokens with an unbroken chain with their own color, they win. That's one of the 3 victory conditions. So maybe the next player goes, hey, you know what? I think that's what you're going to be doing. I'm going to put this under the galaxy because they had one here, and they've sort of broken that up and sort of blocked them away. But now this one kind of wants to maybe chain it together with this one. So that's one of them. Now the other player might go, you know what? Fine, you do that. I'm going to do this. Because now they put blue under the black hole because it was next to an unbroken chain of previously placed tiles there. And that's bad because another victory condition is if you get 3 black holes in an uninterrupted line of the other player's color linked together. So if you link together the opposite player's color to 3 black holes, you win, or 4 galaxies to your color, you win. Those are 2 of the 3 victory conditions. The last victory condition is you'll notice that the edge has these little sort of colors and icons here. Like this one is purple, so this orange one is coming out like this. If this player is able to get to the orange and an unbroken chain somehow to the opposite side of the board that has the same color, then that's the other way to win. So those are the 3 things. Very easy. Place a tile. If you want to place under something, you have to have your tile and unbroken chain next to it, or at least leading off from next to it. And getting 4 galaxies connected to yours, 3 black holes to the other player, or getting there. That's pretty much the whole game. Before I get to the moment you've been waiting for, I want to let you know that Game Toppers 4.0 Kickstarter recently launched. Well, they'll have 10 new thematic game mats, including Vincent Dutray's Lost Worlds Jungle Mat, and new accessories and storage solutions, along with custom thematic art on rails of the Game Toppers, and they're giving away the new Young Sherlock Game Topper package, which is great as a movable coffee table, children's gaming table, and for puzzles. Scan the QR code or go to GameToppersLLC.com to enter and win now. Now I'm going to go into this, just put my biases on the table. I typically do like abstract-ish games most of the time. Usually I like a little bit of randomness in there. I typically don't love like no luck versions of games because sometimes there's like, planned opening moves and this and that. It just feels very scripted in so many ways. This one did not feel like that, spoiler. What I did love about this was it's a quick teach. Yeah, take a tile and place it anywhere that's free. Or if you put it under something, it just has to be next to something that's that color. Like that's it. I've taught you the game in like 15 seconds. What are you trying to do? You're trying to get a line of yours from two sides of the board, or connect 4 galaxies, or connect 3 black holes to your opponent. I've taught the game in less than 30 seconds. Like, it's crazy. And its turns are so simple. Pick up a tile and place it. Like, that's it. That's all you're doing. But oh my goodness gracious, the amount of brain burn and the amount of thinking and forward planning, but yet, battling and trying to figure out what they're doing and trying to cut them off and setting yourself up and not being too obvious about it and trying to make it, it's awesome. The 3 different victory conditions makes that great. And they're immediate victory conditions. I love it. It's like any one of these things trigger, game's over. So it really raises the tension there. I love that you're needing to look many moves ahead. You have to in this game, like in most abstracts, but you're trying to feel them out, figure out what's going on, what's doing this. I like that you're trying to set up multiple ways to win, because if you're just going after one thing, they're going to be able to see that clearly and just sort of block you, or and if they're really good, they're going to block you, and at the same time with that tile placement, they're going to set themselves up. But if you're able to kind of slowly work at a couple of different victory conditions, or even the same victory condition in different ways, and you're trying to sort of line those up, it's better when you get to the point where they have to choose which one to stop, and you can kind of go with the other one and win. That's usually how it happens. I like that they give you a couple of symmetric setups where you can place the things where you go, and you can kind of learn the game that way. But then you can do a randomized setup and a strategic placement of setup and this and that just is amazing, because it makes the game, even though there's no luck, it makes the game where there's unlimited replayability, because there's no like best starting move anymore, right? If a game always has the same setup, like chess, you can read books and books and books and dissertations about different things and the best opening moves and stuff. You can't do that here. Randomized setup, use what you've learned and go. It is a quick sort of 10 to 15 minute abstract game, 2 players, that's I think phenomenal. One of the best ones I've played in a long time. Now the game, on the negative side of things, it is no luck, which also means the negative edge to that sword is, if I've played this a lot and I teach you the game, I am going to have to go very easy on you, or I'm not going to have fun, or I will clobber you, right? And that's not, so this is one of those games that you really get better at with plays, and either I'm going to have to go very easy on you and help teach you the game for a while and get you up to speed, or I'm going to destroy you. And that's it with pretty much all of these sort of no luck abstract games, where the better player is going to win most of the time, which is fine, but it also makes it harder to bring new people in, because again, once you know the game well, unless you truly have the heart of a teacher, which I tend to do that. I tend to like help people learn the game. I don't really care if I win. I just want them to have a good time and learn and stuff like that. But it is frustrating when you have a game that you have to invest multiple plays in helping somebody learn till they get to the point where they're competitive. Now, one of my favorite games is somewhat of an abstract game, Mr. Jack in New York, and that's very much abstract too. It has some luck and such, but that's one of those games where like, until they've played about 10 games of it, they're not going to be competitive with me. But I will help them teach them so they get there faster. That's just the negative of some of these types of games. But that's it. That's the only negative I have about it. I love it. If you like 2-player abstract games, you like them to be quick but thinky, unlimited replayability, this one really stands out. Orion Duel. It's been the Game Boy Geek, breaking down barriers, growing relationships with board games, and helping you on the next one I love. Game Toppers not only transforms your existing table into a high-quality gaming solution, but they now offer full leg kits and dining cover solutions for the full table application. Paired with over 20 styles of thematic game mats in 11 different sizes from notable board game artists like Vincent Dutray, collapsible cup holders, and real cool accessories, experience what thousands of other gamers enjoy by upgrading every game you play with a Game Topper system. Save hundreds of dollars on Game Topper package deals that are in stock now for immediate shipping at GameToppersLLC.com or click the link below.